Alright, hello everyone. Today we have the middle little brother Sinclair, and with this Sinclair, we now have 4 characters who like to get hit and like to counterattack and do a lot of envy resonance to get a bunch of buffs. So let's just get into it. First of all, I want to say that this banner is going to be one character only on this banner. So 100% please don't pull for this banner if you're a new player. If you want to get him, then dispense him if you really want to, but I would not recommend him because the envy resonance team or it doesn't really exist. Like envy resonance is not really a real thing as of now, and it most likely will not be a real thing until the next season in Hong Lose, because that is when we will most likely get another middle big brother ID, and perhaps we could also see some future middle gang IDs, because I feel like the middle has to be its own archetype, otherwise it just doesn't make sense for the archetype, right? So let's just carry on here. Sinclair's actual points is not so good, but it's decent enough if he has a lot of multipliers. First coin is going to be 2 coin. First skill is 2 coin, second skill is going to be 3 coin, then your third skill is going to be 1, 2, 3. Right. One thing to take note of before we continue from here, right, is that take note when Sinclair is standing still, he has no purple aura around him. If he gets resonance, he will become more purple. We will see that later on. Right, so around here. Right, so now we get the counter attack. Counter attack with a 1 and 2. After that, here you see Sinclair is a little bit purple. So this is the resonance for the envy. And these characters here, they have envy counter, but this character here is envy skill 2 and envy skill 3. And lore-wise, Queequeg is a former middle. She had to scratch out all of her tattoos, so she kind of can fit here. It's just that it makes no sense to put her in this party because she gets basically no buffs from getting hit. She gets offense level and defense level if people get hit, but more of it if the person that's getting hit is a P-Quad crew member. So it's a bit awkward to actually throw her in with these characters here. So when Sinclair gets hit, he counterattacks with the 3 coin because he has the envy resonance. And now, next one here is going to be 6 envy resonance. You can see chains coming out of Sinclair to show that he's getting fully powered up here. And after he gets hit, he will unleash his skill 3. 1, 2, and then 3. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. There's nothing much else for this trailer here. I think funnily enough, right, in their world, another set of people has stolen the hair coupons. So hair coupons has to be a canon event at this point. But then again, I've only seen 2 worlds so far. But it can't be a coincidence that in their world also hair coupons were stolen as well. So that is kind of nuts. But yeah, basically the whole shtick about the middle, right, is that they want to get envy resonance. Actually, they have to get it. If they don't get envy resonance, right, then they are basically worthless. Look at Don Quixote over here, right? Don Quixote has a purple skill 2 and has a blue skill 3. The blue skill 3 has no coin power increase, by the way. It's only offense level up. So it can help you with the clashing power, but it won't really help you with the actual big coin rolls, right? It is a 4-coiner though, so it will do quite a bit of damage. It's just that offense level up is kind of sad. I wish it was coin power instead of offense level. And he also has a very interesting line where he gains double the offense level up from the above effects in focus encounters with 7 or fewer participants. It's so weird that it's so specific to this. I remember back in the day, I also wondered if they would release more stuff that we can cheese with sub 7 or sub 6 person teams. But in the end, they just made a totally new combat system. So this line over here just doesn't make sense to me anymore. Feels like basically a blast from the past. It doesn't really matter anymore. Right. Anyway, the counter attack here is the main thing about the middle. If they get 6 plus NVA resonance, they will use the skill 3. So this is not something that's new. Sinclair will also use the skill tree just like Dawn will, and the skills affinity will change to purple. That's why you have a blue one here and a purple one here. So maybe Sinclair will also have a blue one here and a purple one over here that will transform into purple if you use the counter attack here. Then for Adjust Vengeance, this skill gains 1 offense level up by highest resonance. And then after that, you gain additional amount if the highest resonance is Envy Absolute Resonance. And then you gain double the offense level from blah 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 blah. Right. If you kill someone, you can heal 6 SP. If your allies get hit, you get envy damage up to a maximum of 5. So you do actually want to make the whole team get hit. Because if they get hit, you get so much damage multiplier from this, right? 50% is not a small amount. And this character, since she has no innate damage multiplier like other characters, right? Like a lot of the new modern characters, they have damage multiplier somewhere. This is the only source you get. So you really do need to make this one count. And you also apply Vengeance Mark, and then the main target of Vengeance Mark, you will get coin power +1. So basically this whole archetype here is very single target focus, because you want to be able to counterattack the person with the vengeance so that you can get the coin power. Otherwise your coin power is going to be a 3, 6, 9, 12, 12, 16. 16 is basically a skill 2 nowadays. And for skill 3s, they need that +1. And then this one is going to be what? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. That's like a skill 2 with conditions, right? This skill 3 has 20. 20 is not exactly very amazing. So I think that this is a bit of an old ID. They need to really make the big brother ID give them a lot of buffs. Otherwise, this character will be a little bit outdated for the middle gang, right? So that's pretty much how Sinclair will work also, I think, where he will just use his counter attack and then he will want to get a bunch of his allies being hit, so that he can get absolute envy air resonance, and he will get a bunch of envy damage up, and then he will want to also counter the person with the vengeance mark on them, so he can get a bunch of coin power or a bunch of damage multiplier, whatever the hell he's going to get. That's basically what's going to happen with this Sinclair over here. The others, not really much to talk about. Middle Little Brother is basically a support, feeding the entire middle team with a bunch of additional envy power up, envy damage up, healing them with SP, inflicting debuffs on the enemy, fragility, and plus coin drops. So that's going to be very, very nice. I think one sad thing about this team comp actually is that if the enemy is staggered, right, you actually don't have a lot of big nukes. You do have some okay nukes, just not super huge. Your counter attack is actually one of your bigger nukes compared to everything else. And then Quick doesn't really belong in that team comp. Quick is not really here to actually be hit, I would say, because Quick basically, hold on, Quick basically, he's here to do bleed shenanigans, right? And yes, he gets a bunch of coin power and shit if you can get the envy resonance, which is going to be very, very nice. 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 is going to be a lot of damage. But this has a on crit requirement, which I think is going to be quite tricky to get, right? And then also your counter attack has no enhancement. It doesn't change into an enhanced skill tree or it changes the thing to like get more coin power with the vengeance mark or anything like that. So even though he's like a retired middle, he lost a lot of his power. So this character here, the only really good one is the skill 3. The skill 2 is going to be not that interesting, I would say. Yeah. So really the middle gang right now really missing quite a few pieces to actually make it a good team. All of the pieces that we have are from very, very long ago, where I feel like P-Moon didn't really understand what they were trying to do. So we had P-Quad here, and then we also had Middle Dawn, and back in the day we cannot use them. Like if we use them, we are kind of throwing because it doesn't really do anything together. Then later on we now have Sinclair, and with Sinclair we still need 2 more pieces in order to finish it up, or maybe even an ego to kind of wrap everything up together properly. But for now, I think we'll just have to wait until the next season. Then we'll see whether we'll be getting the Big Brother and what other egos we'll be getting to support this specific archetype, where they want to be hit and then go and hit the enemy back. Alright, so that's going to be it, I think, for this teaser. If I missed anything, feel free to let me know. If you have your own theories or you have your own suggestions, feel free to just comment down in the comment section below. Alright, thanks guys for watching. I shall see you guys next time. Bye bye.